we going to bottle the opportunity to lift the trophy in front of the Liverpool fans. Up from the back, Lindelof is just doing whatever Lindelof wants to do. Someone help Rashford out. There we go. It's 1-1. A long time coming. We should have scored in the first half. This outside of the boot, cool finish. This is what we've needed all along. So we're live at the London Stadium for this Champions League final encounter between Manchester United and Watch him make an impossible pass. No, he doesn't. He takes a shot. And of course, David De Gea, he parries it into the pathway. Rashford outside the box. Right foot shot. Finally! Marcus Rashford with a banger outside the box. You need to do some stupid animation and get caught in possession. Oh my goodness me. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. It just doesn't make any sense. Rashford. Felix. João Felix. João Felix. Through on goal. João Felix makes it 2-2. I was just about to take the man off. Has a lot of green to run into. Left foot shot. Marcus Rashford takes the lead for United. 67 minutes gone. Rashford has a brace in the final. That's his 14th European goal this season. Oh, the way we've turned this game around. I mean, we were the better side by far. Throughout this game, we've been the better side. Yo, welcome back to the RemelHD channel, and yeah, welcome back to the Manchester United save. This is season 3 and this is episode 28, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it because I am very happy to be back in red. So just to address the elephant in the room, so I had a lot of stuff going on the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks, a month, whatever the time span was, but yeah, I'm back now. I've kind of sorted myself out a bit. I'm kind of in the mood to record and in the right headspace to give you guys content. In terms of like the Everton career mode, after that little break that I took, it was hard to immerse myself back into the save. I felt like I was dragging myself through recordings. I recorded like 2 extra episodes after the one that has been uploaded on my page, the last one, and yeah, I rewatched it. I just wasn't in it. So I feel like if I'm not really enjoying the content that I'm making, it's gonna probably reflect on the people that are viewing it as well. So yeah, it's best to just ground yourself, come back to your origins, and let's move on from here, because I just feel like the Manchester United save is just something majority of you guys are in tune with. Majority of you guys are here for that, and yeah. Let's just see how this season goes. Let's see the feedback from you guys, and we'll continue from there. Okay, so on my channel, we did run some polls after episode 27, and the polls basically were about future signings and the budget. So the transfer budget has been set to 75 million by you guys, because you guys voted for that. But also in brackets, it said I had to sell players in order to make the funds to buy other players on top of the 75 million that's going to be spent. So the other polls, so advanced playmaker, left back, centre back, and I think CDM, you guys have voted for the players that I've selected out as top targets for those areas. However, we can't sign all of them simply because of the barrier of the transfer budget that you guys have set. And yeah, I just don't feel like the deadwood that I'm trying to get rid of, they can accumulate or like fund like a massive overhaul in the window. But that's a part of the challenge. We're 3 seasons in. We've already won the Champions League. We won the Premier League twice, and also I've gone up to Ultimate. I am going to explain why, and yeah, just give me some time. But first, we want to cover the players that have come in, players that have left. So you guys have voted for this particular player for the advanced playmaking position, and we did pounce on him. Leeds United, they were in for him for a 55 million bid, and we hijacked that for 57.7 million. The reason why this was the first position that I needed to address was because last season we were lacking the quality in the midfield, simply because Van der Beek was out injured for 8 months. We stuck with Hannibal instead of going into the market in January and bringing in a midfielder, which probably would have been Szoboszlai anyway. Eriksen's getting on with age. Fred, he's also getting on with age, and he's not the type of player that we can use in the system for multiple seasons. Eventually, Fred is going to become useless. Same with McTominay as well. And yeah, I just feel like Szoboszlai was the right player to bring in. He's youthful. He's kind of like Bruno. Like when I play with him, I take risks, and it kind of pay off. With Bruno, he's getting on with age. You might have to drop him a bit deeper, like a deep line playmaker, or maybe a box-to-box midfielder. And for now, I feel like this is the perfect player to challenge Bruno, and also gives him time to actually rest, so we're not playing Bruno week in, week out. In terms of the players that have left, we sold Zidane Iqbal to Royal Antwerp FC for 3.4 million. We also sold Alvaro Fernandez to Trabzonspor for 2.25 million. We have loan moves. Oh, sorry, almost forgot. Koren, one of the first players that we promoted into the first team. We sold him for 780k to Legia Warsaw. I think that's a Polish side, if I'm correct. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Stefan Louis, he's gone out on loan to Schalke. Abbas, he's gone out on loan to Austin FC. Bourgois, he's gone to Hamburg SV. Hannibal, he's gone out on loan to Brentford. And Castro, our young goalkeeper, he's gone to Club Brugge for a season-long loan. Okay, so this is how we got on in the preseason tournament in the Asian Elite Cup. We finished second place. We just about lost out by 2 points to Atletico Madrid. As you can see, we won 2 of our games and we drew 1. We scored about 10 goals in total, and we also conceded 2. So I feel like it's been a successful preseason. We did have like a goal glut in terms of our first game against Napoli. So I feel like majority of our goals came from that game. That game was played on Legendary. Obviously, I took some time off, took some time away, and there were several updates since then. I felt like on Legendary it felt a bit easier, so I upped the ante a bit. I upped it to Ultimate, evened out the services a bit, tried to balance out the gameplay by using the sliders, and we recorded a 3-1 victory against Barcelona, but we did have to fight, and we struggled to a 3-1 victory. In terms of the Villarreal game, we were 1-0 up for majority of the game, and I think in the last 10 minutes they equalized. I think that's what happened. I think a player called Jackson, he equalized, and that game ended 1-1. So overall, I feel like our preseason was good. Martial, he featured quite a lot, and he actually scored quite a lot as well. If I can just quickly bring up Martial's preseason stats. Okay, so it won't show Martial's preseason stats, but yeah, I remember him scoring a brace and scoring a hat-trick at some point. So yeah, he's in really good form. We didn't really get to use Moukoko too much. He did score 1 goal. Same with I think Rashford, he scored 2 goals as well. So the final third, they've continued their goal scoring ways. I feel like our midfield are really good at retaining possession still. Defensively, we seem a bit more solid compared to last season, or last preseason, I should say. But yeah, let's just see how we get on in this episode, see how we do in a competitive environment. Before we actually move on, I do want to talk a bit about certain players that I don't want anymore. So in terms of Luke Shaw, we have got him up for sale. His contract is ending within like the next 11 months. Last season, I was complaining a lot about him. Going forward, it's not an issue. Getting back is a problem for him. He's quite slow, and yeah, his defensive awareness has been bugging me the last 2 seasons. Harry Maguire, obviously Maguire hasn't really put too much of a foot wrong, but I feel like having a player like Maguire on the side hinders the youth or potential a potential centre back that's going to come in, and Maguire's only going to be a headache if he's not getting enough game time. So we are exploring the option of moving Harry Maguire on. Another player, we've already touted him out. We're already in talks over the fee for him with Wolverhampton, and it's Christian Eriksen. He's 32 years of age, is almost 83. He's still good enough to play at a high level, at a top level, but I just don't feel like he suits my system. And if we end up playing him in our system, I feel like we're probably going to resort to playing him as a CDM, simply because he's just not quick enough to get up the field, he just doesn't move the ball quick enough. I think that's my issue with him. He's very good whenever he's stationary and picking out passes, but I'm not a stationary type of FIFA player. I like to move the ball around in the midfield, have everyone on their toes, and if we have a sluggish player in the midfield, he's easily going to be pressed by the opposition. And in the Premier League, most teams press. So yeah, we just need to have the ball recycled, we keep moving the ball around, and yeah, there's no time to stand still and take time to pick up passes. But yeah, that's enough waffle. I feel like I've waffled for way too long, and I'm pretty sure you guys are ready to see some action. Yeah, I just feel like you guys just needed a reminder of players that I don't really fancy in the save. Some of these guys are really good in real life, such as Luke Shaw and Eriksen. The irony, but in the game they're quite slow. They don't really suit my style of play when it comes to a FIFA save, and yeah, I just feel like most of my saves, they become good because I move people on, and yeah, I just elevate the squad. Okay, so we're going to quickly take a look at the games that are going to be played in this episode. So we're going to have about 4 of them. 2 of them are going to be obviously more extended. The others are going to be quick highlights. So the first 2 games are going to be like the most important ones, clearly. Manchester City, the team that we're playing in the Community Shield, and then we have RB Leipzig in the Super Cup, basically the Europa League winners from last season. And then we're going to kick the campaign off against Middlesbrough in the league. We're going to be at home at Old Trafford, yay. And then we also have a game on the 25th against Southampton, and then on the 31st we have the transfer deadline day. Hopefully some of the players that we don't want get moved on, we make a good amount of money, and we have our transfers done by then. If not, we're probably gonna have to sneak 1 or 2 signings in on transfer deadline day, because yeah, I feel like this is probably the least organized transfer window that I've had so far in the save. I know this is my second summer window, but yeah, I feel like this is probably going to be the worst one so far in the series. Let's get into the first game. I feel like I did enough talking. I've done enough talking. Manchester City against Manchester United, the FA Cup winners up against the Premier League champions. Let's see how this goes. Okay, last season these 2 sides domestically were successful in certain areas. With us, we managed to win the Premier League. With them, they won the FA Cup, the trophy that's evaded us so far, and we're about to open up the season with a massive encounter. Manchester City up against Manchester United. Can we manage to beat them on Ultimate? Let's see how we get on. So for this encounter, Manchester City, they're going to start with Edison in goal. Cabores at the back with Laporte, Diaz and Cancelo. In the midfield, they have Rodri, Phillips, Koopmeiners. On the left hand side, in the final third, they have Foden. In the middle, they have Haaland, and on the right hand side, they have Ocampos. With us now, we're gonna field a strong side. Even though we normally rotate for Community Shield. We have David De Gea in goal. The lows at the back of Lacroix, Martinez and Malacia. In the middle, we have Fernandez, Benacer and Van der Beek. On the right hand side we have Anthony. On the left we have Sancho, and up top we have Rashford. Ignore the display, for some reason it still does that. I'm not too sure why. I thought they would have updated it, or maybe it's just a glitch with my team preset. But yeah, let's not focus too much on that. Easily getting distracted. Let's get this game underway. Let's get season 3 underway. Haaland, he kicks off. Manchester City are attacking to the right, we're attacking to the left. I ain't said that in like weeks. And yeah, haven't got too much to say at the moment. Donny van der Beek has the ball, plays it into the center. Fernandez holds off the challenge from Haaland. Diogo Dalot tries to cross it. Cancelo makes the block. We've got Sancho on the ball. Fernandez inside the penalty area. His Portugal teammates, Cancelo and Diaz, they doubled up on him and they win the ball back. Malacia. Sancho. Ooh, no, I saw the ball. I tried to find Anthony for some odd reason. The through ball didn't go into his direction. Here's Haaland. 13 minutes gone. It's not a real back and forth, but it's getting there. Lacroix. Ooh, Haaland's really quick in the press. Get the ball booed up the pitch. We can reset. Oh no, Haaland's through on goal. Back heels it. Koopmeiners with the shot. Save from David De Gea. What a move that would have been. What a goal that would have been, I should have said. Nice little back heel from Haaland. Great vision. Had a clear picture on his head where his teammate was. He lays it off into Koopmeiners, but David De Gea with that save though. Incredible. Koopmeiners takes the corner short as Foden. Bursts into the penalty area. Jadon Sancho wins the ball. Nips it off of him. Sancho plays a nice ball forward. Anthony through on goal maybe. One-on-one with the keeper. Anthony up against Edison. Rolls it into the bottom left corner. And it's now 1-0. Fantastic start to the game. I mean, like I said, it was looking like a back and forth. It didn't look like either of the two sides had the ball under control. But it's about taking the opportunities that come your way. Man City had about 2 in my half. And I feel like that is our first proper opportunity and we've taken it. It's 1-0. Okay, Haaland into Rodri. Ocampos into Phillips. Back into Ocampos. Plays it down the line into Kabore. Kabore on the ball, cuts in. Plays it into Haaland, who's inside the penalty area. David De Gea charges down the shot from the Norwegian striker. The Spaniard makes another crucial save in this game. They look like the side that's going to score the next goal. Let's see if we can get off to a good start in the second half. Get this ball moving, get everyone involved the way I'd like. Oh, poor pass, man. Should have added a bit more power to it. Maybe it would have made its way to Benacer. Foden. He's getting a lot of time and space on this left-hand side. We need to address that as well. Well done, Malacia gets the ball that was crossed in from Foden, cleared. I feel like I'm doing too much passing around the back, which means I am struggling to play through their press. As Bruno Fernandes charging forward, plays it to his right into Anthony. Anthony cuts it back. Van der Beek with the shot. Edison with the save. Is out for a corner kick. But again, there was not enough power to carry it over to him. Coop Minas plays it to the right. Ocampos. See her bursting forward now. They have options, several options in my half. Rodri, who takes a shot outside the box. David De Gea again. David De Gea again. Heroic performance so far in goal. May that continue. And let's not allow Rodri to pop more shots, because that could be very, very dangerous. I feel like the off-the-ball movement is a lot better in the second half. People are showing for the ball, creating space. The passing's definitely improved as well. Anthony, left foot shot. I tried the Travella. Just didn't come off. Had enough space to do it. Too much power put behind it. Or maybe it's just the wrong player in the right place. To make two changes now. So Martial, he's on for Rashford, who's had a really quiet game. And then we have our debutant, Dominic Szoboszlai. He's on for Donny van der Beek. He's going to be playing in the advanced role, and we're dropping Bruno Fernandes to the box-to-box role. So yeah, let's see how we get on in the midfield. We were slowly dominating the midfield battle, winning it a bit in the second half. Early start to the second half. Can't even English correctly. Can't put a sentence together. But yeah, hopefully Szoboszlai adds a youthfulness to that midfield, and his directness should be effective for us. Well done, LaCroix. Good defending there from my defenders. We've had a lot of moments like that in pre-season where our defenders double up on the attacker and they fight for each other, which is something I didn't really notice in the first season. It did improve a bit in the second season. LaCroix. So this is what I mean. When I get hounded and pressed by City, it's a different level. They mark you out of the game. They force you into mistakes. Playing out from the back isn't a good idea. Phillips. Haaland into Phillips. Haaland. Coop Minas. Takes a shot. Block from Lindelof. Block from Lindelof. Crucial one as well. Like in the second half, the start of the second half, we improved off the ball movement. But it just got worse gradually, and I'm not too sure why. No one's really showing for the ball. Everyone's just running away, and they're being marked out of the game by a City player. Well done, Bruno, holding off the challenges from Ocampos. Sure, we should have got an advantage in that situation. There's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes cuts it back. Takes a massive deflection. 3 minutes added on. I'm really scared. I'm really scared at the press at the moment. Malacia plays up the pitch. Bruno. João Felix. Martial. Bursts into the box. Takes a right foot shot. Rodri with the block. Timber. Timber. Into Anthony. João Felix. João Felix inside the penalty area. Can I find someone? I find Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai with the goal. Szoboszlai with a goal on his debut. What a way to end the Community Shield final in the final few seconds. Not even the final moment. Final few seconds. I'm pretty sure we've gone beyond the 3 added minutes. And we put the game to bed. Fantastic appearance off the bench from the Hungarian. So the game is over. The game is over. We managed to win 2-0. It was a hard-fought victory. Man City created a lot of chances. They looked like they had opportunities to get back into the game. Not only that, probably win the game. The amount of opportunities they had, the volume that they had. But we managed to scrape a victory. 2-0 victory. A goal from Anthony and a goal from the new boy, Sobotzalai, as the players get ready to lift the Community Shield for the second time in a row. Lissandro Martinez, I'm pretty sure he's not bored of holding up and lifting up trophies. And may it continue this season. Okay, so this is what I like to see now. So we've got some offers for Harry Maguire now. So they're offering us James Garner in a swap deal with Everton. We're going to delegate that. We don't want players involved in the deal because we want the money. So we can do whatever we want with the money. So we're going to ask for maybe, I'd say 30 million is reasonable. 30 to, I would say 24 million. Let's see what Everton say about that. To be fair, they are a side that are in the Premier League with us, so maybe we could be asking for more. Maybe it's a bit criminal to be asking Liene for more money compared to Everton. Everton certainly have the money, so let's see if we can get some good money for Harry Maguire. Right now, Olympique Lyonnais and Everton are in negotiations. We're still yet to agree a fee with Wolverhampton, but we're going to skip forward and see how we get on. Okay, so yeah, we're yet to move anyone on. As you guys already know, we are waiting to sell people to even go in for players because we don't have enough money to actually play with at the moment. So we're going to head straight into the next game against RB Leipzig in the Super Cup. So yeah, I am quite confident that we can get a good result. Sobotzalai is not going to start against his former club. He's probably going to come off the bench again. It took me some time. It took me some time to warm up in that previous game, and I feel like my decision making definitely needs to improve if we are going to go on to beat this side. RB Leipzig, they're not an easy side to play against. They won the Europa League for a reason, and I'm sure they're going to be challenging in the Bundesliga this season. So yeah, we're going to field a strong side. Hopefully we get off to a flying start and more of the same in this game. Okay, so about to get this game underway, but before we do so, we're going to take a look at the lineup. So Manchester United, they have David De Gea in goal. At the back, they have Timber, Lacroix, Martinez and Malacia. In the midfield, they have Donny van der Beek, Fernandes and Benacer. Anthony's on the right-hand side, Sancho's on the left and Martial's down the middle. We are resting Rashford. He did look off in the previous game, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and rest him and bring him off the bench. So RB Leipzig, we have quite a few familiar faces in their squad. As you already know, we had the Brevka at the start of the save. Vardio is one of our top targets at the back. Varane, we actually sold him to RB Leipzig. Yeah, they do have a really good squad. They are fielding a 4-4-2 formation, but obviously they got two CDMs and two cams. So yeah, it's going to be quite an encounter, quite a battle between the two sides. Hopefully we can get off to a flying start and leave a mark on the first half. Okay, the game's underway. RB Leipzig are attacking to the left, we're attacking to the right. As they are the side who kick the game off. They do lose the ball very early on. Now we're just going to get a feel for the ball. We're off the back of a decent victory against Manchester City. Again, I will concede that we were dominated for majority of the game, but we took our chances. We hit them on the break, and we were very clinical. It's got some pressure on him. Fernandes, Van der Beek, Jadon Sancho drills it into the box. Van der Beek takes a shot as a save from the Bravka. He didn't really do too much of that when he was in a green top for Man United. Wait, oh, not green top, a blue top. What am I talking about? Okay, corner kick. Sancho plays the ball into the box. Gets cleared up by Rafael Varane. It's followed up by Nkunku. Come on, Malacia. LaCroix. Into Timber. Anthony. Plays it to the left-hand side. Poor ball. Poor ball. Malacia wins the ball off the right back, though. Here's Sancho. Van der Beek. Martial. Easy goal. Easy goal. It's 1-0. RB Leipzig are trailing after 17 minutes. And the Bravkart, he stood no chance from close range when Martial was there. Well, it's a great start for the Champions League winners. It's a Gankov going in with a crunching challenge. He does win the ball. Oh, we'll give the ball away. What is going on? What in the Maguire is this? Oh, long shot. Well done. And Nkunku charges down. I mean, not Nkunku, LaCroix. He charges down at Nkunku's shot. But the second time around, Nkunku delivers. It's 1-1. And I did say in the last game, when Rodri was popping shots outside the box, we need to close them shots down. We can't give them free opportunities, free reins to pop shots at David De Gea. Eventually, one of them is going to fly in. And when it comes to Christopher Nkunku, he doesn't muck about. He's got the equaliser. Runs down the left-hand side. Lerma brings the ball forward. RB Leipzig have now entered the half with Barahi on the left-hand side. It's Nkunku. Tries to play Vitinha in behind. Vitinha on the ball. Barahi. Well done. Again, Timber in the way at the right time. As we're getting close to the half hour, but again, the passing out from the back has been an issue for us all game. All game has been an issue for us, and now we're punished finally. RB Leipzig have taken the lead, and Nkunku with a delicious finish dinks the ball over David De Gea. I need to calm down. But then again, Lisandro Martinez should be receiving that ball, surely. De Gea shouldn't do that animation in terms of like his goalkeeping animation was terrible. But regardless, we put ourselves in this position, and we're going to sit here and firm it. We are struggling to break them down and get shots off at the moment. Anthony. Sancho. He turns quite well. Martial, right foot shot again. I tried to do the same trick. When you're a one-trick pony, often or not, you can easily be read by the opposition. As 1 minute's almost up. Linkvist plays it into Zagankov. It's Linkvist. Zagankov. Oh, Muriel. Oh, another goal. I knew they was going to score. I knew it. I knew they was going to score. Muriel with the finish. I think Vitinha got the assist as they played a 1-2 to each other. Davide had no opportunity at his near post to stop that. And no chance, I should say. He did have the opportunity. It's 3-1. Again, caught sleeping, caught napping. Going to the second half with a 2-goal deficit. It's not the position we want to be in. Martial has Anthony in support. Anthony back into Martial. Oh, Sancho with the right foot shot. We've overplayed it there. The movement made no sense as well. What was Sancho doing? When I tried to pass the ball into Sancho, it just seemed very off. I just knew the shot wasn't going to do anything. It wasn't going to cause any issues. But the first changes made for RB Leipzig. Olmo's on for Zagankov. Olmo was one of the options in the polls. You guys definitely didn't opt for him. Ball goes in by Fernandez. Header from LaCroix. What was Martinez doing off the pitch? I'm not too sure how we struggled to retain possession in the middle of the park. We do have one central midfielder more than them. That's a poor challenge for Lerma. It's a free kick given. It's a yellow card handed out to him as well. The Austrian, the first player to be booked in this game. Poor challenge on Bruno Fernandes. Didn't get the ball whatsoever. Botsalite. Steps up to take it. Takes a shot. Oh, it goes in. What a free kick from Szoboszlai. 2 games in a row, he's managed to score a goal. And not only that, he scored one of my best free kicks I've ever scored on this game. Dominic Szoboszlai with a cracker from... I didn't even catch how many yards out that was. But that goal was magnificent. Let's take another look at that. Takes the free kick. Look at this. Look at the swerve on that. He does get a hand to that, Dubravka. But I think there's just too much power generated. The ball's moving mid-air as well. It was almost impossible for the keeper to stop it, even though he could have stopped it. Okay, so we're making another change. Jadon Sancho is off. Felix is on. Fred is on for Benacer. One goal separating the two sides. Let's see if we can bag an equalizer. We have about 28 minutes. 28 minutes to... Not 28, sorry. 18 minutes to do so. Sorry. Poor mathematics there. Here's a Szoboszlai. What is going on here? The movement is just so poor right now. No one wants to show for the ball. Everyone's hiding, not creating space. João Felix inside the box, cuts it back. Shot from Rashford. There we go. We found the equalizer. 3-1 down. We were 3-1 down. We were 3-1 down, and we've managed there to grab the equalizer. A nice cutback from João Felix. I feel like on Ultimate, I'm more passionate about this game because it's a lot harder. It's very difficult to break the opposition down. So when you do score, you catch yourself by surprise. And obviously, when Dubravka's in goal, you should expect to score, really. Adara on the ball. And Angelino, well done, Malacia. We win the ball back. And we do have an opportunity to hit them on a break. We are outnumbered ourselves. But in terms of spatial awareness, we're looking quite good. Rashford in space, finds the opposite corner and makes it 4-3. What a break that was. We hit them on a break. Nice cutback from João Felix. I feel like João Felix on the pitch has made it very, very easy on that left-hand side to get him behind. I think Sancho, he makes the right runs. He just doesn't have the pace to separate himself from the fullback. I feel like that's the difference between him and João Felix. And another goal from Marcus Rashford is 4-3. Right-hand side into Anthony. He's brought down. Referee doesn't even bat an eye, but he blows the whistle for the full-time whistle. And I must say, that was an incredible comeback. The goal from Szoboszlai definitely flipped the game on his head. That sub itself flipped the game on his head. Thank you, Lema, for taking out Bruno in that position. Without that poor challenge, we wouldn't have that goal. And yeah, again, my players on another podium in this episode, getting ready to lift another trophy. Just before the Premier League campaign kicks off, another trophy for Lisandro Martinez to lift. Hopefully, again, I'm going to say it again, hopefully it's not the last. Champions of the Super Cup. And we've done it in style as well. Oh my days, my head is hurting. I feel like my voice is about to crack every time I speak. Let's head off into the menu. Hopefully we have players leaving so we can fund some of these moves in the window. Spectacular performance from my players. Okay, so we're back in the menu now, and we're still yet to get a response for Christian Eriksen in regards to his transfer fee. The 27.5 million will do us justice, so I just hope that Wolverhampton will hurry up and respond to us. In terms of Harry Maguire, we've gone ahead and rejected Olympique Lyonnais. I know they offered us more money, but in terms of the landscape of the save, I feel like it's a bit more realistic to send Maguire to Everton. He's more inclined to go to Everton than Olympique Lyonnais. Most British players want to stay in the Premier League, so yeah, there's too many players that just spread their wings and fly to another league in this save. It's actually crazy. Like Cantwell ends up in Serie A. We have a Luke Thomas in Serie A as well. It's just a bit crazy. So yeah, let's just try to keep things within the league. We've also got a message about the development of Van der Beek. I think he's ready to change into a central midfielder, so we're gonna go ahead and sanction that. We're going to change him into a box-to-box player, and hopefully we can build and work upon him as a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah, it's clear to me that Szoboszlai should be starting the next game. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anyone objecting at that idea of Szoboszlai starting this next game against Middlesbrough. He's earned the right, if I'm honest with you. And lo and behold, Eriksen, the deal's falling through. We've got to wait for another side to come in for him now. And I feel like we're going to end up with him by the end of this window, which is probably not the ideal situation. in terms of like the squad depth and the rotation. And yeah, I just want the morale to be perfect in my side. I don't really want players to be in the side yearning for starts and stuff like that. He's definitely going to be deprived of game time, Ericsson. But in terms of Luke Shaw, I think with Luke Shaw, we should accept around 30 million. His contract is running out. He's got 11 months left on it. We're kind of not in the driving seat in terms of the negotiations. We're going to ask for 35 million to be cheeky from Atletico. They do have money like that. Well, not like that, but they do have enough money to afford a player like Luke Shaw. So 30 to 35 million, that's the asking price. Okay, so now it's time to begin our third title defense. Manchester United up against Middlesbrough. It's the curtain raiser for the league campaign, and we're at home at Old Trafford. Despite conceding 3 goals, I still think defensively we've improved. I feel like defensively we are going to be a problem this season, because breaking us down, it seems to be a chore for opposition sides. They had to resort to 2 long shots, and I feel like there was 1 goal in the box. But yeah, let's see how we get on. Okay, so the game is underway. Okay, the first game of the Premier League for Manchester United, and we are gonna look to try and pose ourselves quite early on. We're attacking to the right, Middlesbrough attacking to the left. And yeah, we fielded a strong side. So Botzela gets his first start since joining Manchester United. We also have João Felix starting over Sancho with the low backer to the side. We even have an appearance from one of our youth players, 2 of our youth players. One that was pre-scouted, Shola Shatire. And then we also have Aidan McHugh, someone that we scouted, I think, in the second or first season. There's a left back, Irish, overall 74, 19 years of age. Ball goes in. Poor cross. We've got a free kick though. But yeah, so far I'm liking the squad build. Just switch play to the right hand side into Diogo Dalot, heads it down to Botzela, takes a long shot over the bar. Sloppy in possession, Benazir. It's been like that so far, season 3. I want to see an improvement from him. Otherwise, we're gonna have to think about dropping him. I don't want to drop the £40 million signing. Bruno, nice ball over the top. Rashford cuts in on his right. He's surrounded by blue shirts. Lay off into Anthony. Shots deflected by Fry. Is out for a corner kick. Good movement from the Brazilian, supporting his teammate. Fry wasn't in the way. It would have been a clear goal scoring opportunity. Plays a nice ball to the left hand side. Bowler's on it. Cuts in. Akpom with the shot. Lacroix with the charge down. McGree. Akpom right in front of goal. Dragged it way too wide. It's a goal kick. So as you can see, the shots on target. We've got 3 to their 2. Got 1 on target. I mean, we've got 1 to their 0. We've got 3 shots to their 2. It's like I said, well, we've got a lot of possession. We're just not creating a clear-cut opportunity to take a shot on goal. Ampadu with a block. Marcos Antonio, 38 minutes gone. Akpom plays it forward. Who's this running onto the ball? It's Torres. Takes a shot. Left foot shot from Torres. Nice save from David De Gea. Akpom, 1-0 to Middlesbrough. 1-0 to Middlesbrough. I can't believe that. Everything's fallen apart towards the end of the first half. So they had 1 opportunity to take a shot. It's now led to a second, and they've dispatched that. Against the runner play, it's 1-0. Okay, so we're 1-0 down at the moment. Not a great start to the first half of this first match. Trailing 1-0, 42 minutes gone. Hezbollah. Marcos Antonio, Torres. I feel like Middlesbrough turning it up a notch. Another opportunity to score. Akpom denied by David De Gea. We definitely need to up the ante. I don't know what's going on with my players now. I was bigging them up defensively, and they've gone and allowed a side that's been sitting back pretty much the whole half to take the lead. Botzela. It's a real struggle right now. Ooh, Rashford. 1-1. There we go. There we go. 1-1 on the stroke of half-time. We still got about a minute and a half left to play of the 2 minutes added on, or probably just a minute now. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so the second half is underway, and the way we conceded that first goal has really irritated me. So I'm going to try to be a bit more direct. I'm not going to be patient with breaking them down anymore. I'm just going to be direct, forceful, and they're going to have to adjust to the pressure that we're about to apply. Has Benacer, Bruno, can they even adjust? Here's a Benacer. We're already in their box. Rashford, shielding the ball. Why did it go to Felix? I wanted Benacer. Felix, we're going to overplay this and lose. The ball, maybe not. We get the shot off, is blocked. Szoboszlai. Rashford takes a shot, 2-1. 2-1. They allowed us too much space and time on the ball in their box. They allowed me to pick out passes, move the ball side to side. Eventually, we found an opening to get the shot off. It's 2-1. Here's Benacer. Switches play to the left. João Felix. Fernandes. Szoboszlai. Anthony. Szoboszlai. Fernandes outside the box. Right foot shot. And that's 3-1. Bruno Fernandes has separated us. Increased the deficit by 2. And yeah, it's looking like it's going to be one of them comfortable games. We're going to see out this result. Probably score more goals on top of that. Still yet to make any of our changes as well, which is pretty good for us. Float it down that far post. It's going to be a knuckle cross. Ball goes in. Header from McTominay. It drops down to Rashford. Shot. Oh, it's free kick given. Free kick given. The ball took a lot of deflections just then. There was a header from McTominay. It got deflected into the path of Rashford. His shot was blocked, but free kick. Well done. Takes a nice touch. Delo plays the ball into the box. Shatire with the header. Flicks on with the back of his head. Keeper makes a save at his near post. Bruno floats into the box. Cleared out by Bowler. Shatire. Bruno. Far post cross. Ball drops kindly to Martial after it takes a deflection. I think it comes off the centre back. But Martial catches the ball on a half volley and makes it 4-1. Looks like it's going to be one last attack from Middlesbrough, and it is. 4 minutes were added on. 4 minutes are up now. And the game ends 4-1 to United. I won't say it was a perfect game. It was a perfect performance. But that will do. It was a strong scoreline for us. Great way to start the campaign. And we should be very confident going into this next game against Southampton. I must say they are structurally better than Middlesbrough. And they are better going forward than Middlesbrough. So we have a lot more to think about going into the next game. And it's also away from home at St. Mary's. Let's head off into the menu. Again, hopefully, fingers crossed, we have players leaving so we can bring someone in. Okay, so Harry Maguire, our former club captain, is now on his way out. We have agreed a 30 million fee with Everton, and he's agreed personal terms. So we're going to see the back of Harry Maguire finally. Hopefully that 30 million is going to add to our war chest, and we're going to have enough to afford our next couple of targets. Let's go. Let's see what we can afford. So our current budget says 641 million is left for us to spend. However, it's not taking into account that we have a challenge going on and we can't allocate the budget. What we actually have is 53 million, and I am planning to raise some more money from now to the end of this transfer window. And yeah, it's going to be really difficult to land the next 2 targets. The next 2 targets in mind are Vardio and Mendes, Nuno Mendes. These are 2 players that you also voted for in the polls. So with Vardio, he's going to cost us around, I would say, 60 to 75 million. If we want to be cheeky, we could probably bid 55 million, see what Leipzig say. They're probably going to reject it. And the other player is Nuno Mendes, whose overall is 84. With Mendes, I know he's not going to be a first choice left back straight away, but he is going to be there to provide good quality squad depth, because Melassa, he does need someone to challenge him. McHugh, he's gonna be off the first team level for like the next season or 2. And I don't think Luke Shaw's good enough to actually challenge Malacia. I feel like Mendes, in terms of defensive awareness, he's quite good, and also his physical attributes. So speed is really important for me going forward and getting back. I feel like he will be able to do that. So yeah, 51 to 64 million is what they're saying is what he could potentially cost. And yeah, it's gonna be really difficult to raise some money. Okay, so Fred, like I said, he was a subject to an offer from Juventus. They've come back with a 32.5 million offer. It's gonna be difficult to see the back of Fred because I've enjoyed using him. I feel like he's better than McTominay for me in this save, and sometimes he plays better than Benacer, who is my first choice CDM. I just feel like we're weakening our side bit by bit, and I don't know what to think. This is a really tough challenge for me, so I'm just gonna accept this. Hopefully we get another offer for Luke Shaw. I think I asked for too much money in the end. Atletico Madrid have turned their noses up at the counter offer, and they've just rejected it. They're not willing to negotiate, so we have to wait for another offer for Luke Shaw. If that is going to eventually come, I'm not too sure, but yeah, we're just gonna have to play the waiting game. Okay, like I said in the menu, I don't want to have too many games where we're dominating and then we end up having to chase the game because we concede first. If we're going to dominate, we need to impose ourselves and try to complete most of our attacks with a shot on target. Here's LaCroix, the low. No real changes. Well, there are a few changes, not too many though. Van der Beek's in for Fernandes. Oh, we have João Felix inside the penalty area. Szoboszlai gets a second start in a row. Delo plays a ball into the box. Posh gets it cleared. And Aribo follows up. Is that Mara? Falls kindly to Malacia. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, Donny van der Beek, he's in for Bruno Fernandes. Delo starting out right back. Timbers is in the reserves. We've got Luke Shaw on the bench. Might bring him on. See if we can get some interest in him. See if we can give him a cameo off the bench. Martinez, Van der Beek. Let's switch that play. Benacer. Lovely ball. Lovely ball. Look at that. Delo. Far post. I see you, Rashford. I see you, Rashford. There we go. It's 1-0. Marcus Rashford opens the scoring. And I did say I saw Rashford. Nice acrobatic shot. Nice acrobatic finish. We're leading 1-0 for once. For a small deficit. We're going to try and increase the gap between us. Here's Mara. Aribo with the shot. Drills it low. David De Gea gets low quick. And denies him. And concedes the corner kick. 26 minutes gone. Not too long ago we scored the first goal. Southampton looking to respond straight away. Header by Lianco. After that, the initial header was blocked by Van der Beek. David De Gea can easily deal with the second attempt. Just play out from the back. De Gea to Martinez. Close to the half-hour mark. Malacia. Van der Beek. Switch that play. It's getting a bit crowded for my likings. Oop. Anthony. Nice ball over the top. Rashford. Gonna drill it in. Lianco's there to cut out the cross. I was aiming for João Felix on that far post. Just weren't lucky enough for it to beat the second man. Let's go. Let's try again. We go again. Rashford, Anthony, not 1-0, 2-0. That's his first goal. I was supposed to say that's his first goal in this game. But yeah, it's 2-0. And things are looking good for us at the moment. We've doubled the lead. We're looking quite comfortable in terms of like picking out passes and breaking them down. I feel like it's probably going to be one of them games where we score 3, 4, maybe even 5. Let's wait and see. It's 2-0. Running forward with the ball. Drills it into Rashford. And I have Malacia on the inside. Right foot from Malacia. What a goal that was. Great combination between the two players. Rashford and Malacia. Rashford gets an assist. Malacia gets another goal for us. Coming from that left back role. So David De Gea with the ball at his feet. Just going to launch up the pitch. Malacia. More openings for us. Van der Beek. João Felix. Rashford. It just gets even better. It gets even better. 4-0. Rashford with a brace. And there's an assist for João Felix. Okay, so it's 4-0 now, 55 minutes gone. There could be more goals coming. I did say at the end of the first half that we could potentially get 3, 4, or 5 goals. Right now, we're on course to get 8. If we continue to attack the way that we're attacking, every attack seems to turn into a goal. Shot from Perud is blocked. Another attempt from Perud. David here makes a save. Ball goes in. Header from Donny van der Beek. João Felix has the ball now. Gonna play it forward into Anthony. Turns. And move the ball to the right hand side. Give the low a chance to overlap. There's the low. Plays into Rashford. So much space in the center. Rashford makes it 5, and that's his hat-trick in this game. Fantastic start to the campaign for Marcus Rashford. He continues his goal-scoring ways from last season, and it's getting too easy. We're probably going to make some changes now, rotate a bit, and have a bit more fun with these guys in hopes of getting a consolation. Again, nothing doing. Shea Adams wins the ball back from Malacia. Bad place to lose the ball by the Dutchman. Here's Cardozo. Done. Lindelof gets the ball up the pitch. Anthony. Rashford can turn. Rashford has Anthony to his right. Plays in Anthony. Anthony through on goal. Rolls it into the bottom left corner. And that is 6. That is 6. Anthony with another goal in this episode. This guy's on fire. Pretty much my front three. They're just going to continue where they left off from last season. Shaw. Van der Beek, he's onside, cuts it back. Martial, Szoboszlai. That's another goal, and that's number 7. So that's 3 and 3 for Dominic Szoboszlai. And this is actually quite funny. It's actually quite fun to watch. That's it for this game. 7-0's the scoreline at St. Mary's. The match ball is going with Marcus Rashford. 3 attempts on goal and 3 goals scored. Another fantastic performance from our front line. A front three. Defensively, we were quite good. We didn't have too much to deal with, but there were a few occasions where Southampton had opportunities to score, and we did we got rid of the danger. We did what we were supposed to do. So we're back in the menu now, and as you can see, AC Milan are now in for Eriksen. You know what? At this point, I'm actually quite fed up now. I am going to ask for like the minimal, so 28 million. Let's see. I'm just hoping now. 28 million. 25. Okay, 25 to 28 million. AC Milan, just please cough up the bread. We need this money. We definitely need it more than you do. Barcelona for Luke Shaw. We are going to ask for no less than 28 million, and we're going to ask for 30 million directly, because I'm just tired of being rejected in terms of our counter offers. We need to bring as much money in as possible. The window is closing in about, what day are we on? We're on the 27th now. It's closing in like 4 days. So Fred, he's on his way out now. That's confirmed. He's gone to Juventus for about 32 million, and that just happened out of nowhere. So that's another 80 million to spend. I think that's 85 million to spend now. Okay, so this is when things start to get ridiculous now. So Real Madrid, they want Alango out on loan. I don't think yeah, we're not gonna do that. We want to keep Alango. So we have an offer from Sassuolo for Diallo. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna delegate that, and we're gonna ask for 16 million. I know we've lost a lot of money on Diallo in real life. If we was to take into account real life, I think he cost about 40 million, including add-ons. So we're probably going to take a massive cut in terms of the profits. So yeah, we're going to ask for about 22 million. 16 is like the lowest we should be getting for him. Martial, we don't want to move him on. Villarreal, I think this is the second time they've come in for him. They came in for him at the start of preseason. They're back in for him now. We're going to reject that too. 25 million for Eriksen is being offered by AC Milan. We're going to accept that. And then Luke Shaw, Barcelona, they're being very difficult, but we're going to accept that as well. So that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to, well, not a lot, but that should be enough to basically afford the 2 players. So I think we should just do the calculations once they go through. I think I'm just overcomplicating it. With Fred, took us up to 85 million, so that should pretty much take us to 110 million. 110 million to spend, roughly, and we still haven't got the deal over the line with Vardio. We still need to get Luke Shaw out of the door as well, and I'm not too sure if there's going to be another departure. We're still waiting for Diallo. So yeah, there's going to be more money coming in, and there's going to be more money coming in, 1 or 2 players coming in, and money leaving eventually. But yeah, things are actually going to plan at the moment. Let's skip another day. Let's see what happens, what transpires in the next hour or two. Okay, so we managed to get the Luke Shaw deal over the line with Barcelona. He joined in the 2014-2015 season, and he's now leaving for about 28 million, 2 million less than what we got him for. Again, I'm quite happy with the way things have come together, and we should now be in for what's his face, Mendes, that's his name. Okay, so Sassuolo, they've got back to us now. 18.6 million, that's how much they are willing to pay for Amad Diallo's signature. We are going to accept that because yeah, it's better than getting nothing. We're not going to use Diallo this season. If anything, if we do need to rotate down that right hand side, it's going to be between Anthony and Sancho, and sometimes we may play Alanga if he's not getting enough game time. I feel like we just have too many wingers, and we've got a lot of young talented players coming through the academy that can play the exact same role as Diallo as well, and I feel like they have the potential to be better than him. So it's only right that we move him on, and yeah, so he's not wasting and rotting away in the reserves. Okay, so Leicester City, they want Lindelof. We're going to say no. Again, another team in for Martial. I feel like his performance in pre-season caught the eye of Villarreal, Sociedad, and Tottenham Hotspur. We're going to go ahead and reject that again. We're going to skip another hour and then officially go in for Mendes. Hopefully we get a response for Vardio. We've delegated that, and we may regret if we don't get a response by the time we get to 0. Okay, just like in real life, how Man United raided Ajax for their talents, we have raided RB Leipzig for 2 of their top talents. So Botsolai came through the door, and now Vardio is going to join him, and he's joined us for about 63 million, and he's going to have an important squad role, 5-year deal, and he's going to be on about 85k per week. Okay, not only we successfully brought in a new player, we successfully completed one of our objectives, and our objectives were to bring in 4 top players within 4 seasons, and we've done exactly that with 2 seasons to spare. So yeah, that's 4 out of 4, and I'm quite happy with some of the transfer dealings that we've done so far in the save. As you can see, that makes my manager popularity rating jump up to 88, which is considered moderate, and it's dark green. So yeah, we got another deal to try and get over the line. Let's see if Diallo is going to be leaving. If he doesn't leave, we're probably going to have to try to find an alternative because we won't be able to afford Mendes. Oh my goodness me. I don't know why I delegated this. I really don't. It seems like we're going to run out of time. So we have 2 hours remaining, and we're still waiting for PSG to respond. We need PSG to respond as soon as possible. We got an offer as well for Donny van der Beek. We're going to go ahead and reject that. That's from Benfica. Garnacho looks like he's going to be out, going to go out on loan to Hellas Verona for 1 year. That's if that goes through within this next hour. So we're going to skip it just by 1. And there we go, get in. Okay, we got a good response in time. So it looks like Nuno Mendes, he could be on his way to Old Trafford to the Theatre of Dreams. So 53.3 million is the fee that's been agreed. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and accept that. We're going to go into the negotiations as well and try to get this deal over the line. Okay, so it's official. PSG have accepted the 53.3 million offer, and also Nuno Mendes has agreed terms of us. So he's now joined us, and he's going to be a first team player, an important first team player. He's going to be on 100k per week, and he signed a 4-year deal. So let's welcome our last and final signing of the deadline day window, Nuno Mendes. Okay, so we're about to quickly recap the transfer window. The deadline day is over, which means the window's completely shut now. All the deals have gone through, and yeah, no more deals can go through after this. So as you can see, we spent quite big in this window. Not too big, but we spent quite big. So while we're calculating this, bearing in mind, when I'm talking about net spend, I don't include like thousands and stuff like that. So when you see 57.7 million, I'm not going to include the 700k that's on top of it. So let's quickly recap this now. So 63 million was spent on Vardio, 57.7 million was spent on Szoboszlai and Mendes. We spent around 53.3 million. We're not going to include the 300k. So altogether, that's about 173 million spent going out of our bank accounts. in terms of Fred, in terms of sales, sorry, we're gonna start off with Fred. We got about 32.5 million for him. Maguire 30 million, Shaw 28 million, 25 million for Ericsson, 18.6 million for Diallo. Iqbal we got 3.4 million, and Fernandes we got about 2 million. And yeah, we're not gonna really include that because it's like 780k. So yeah, I think altogether that's like 135 pounds come in, and then that means our net spend realistically is 35 million. So I've done the calculations, it's about 35 million in terms of like the net spend. I feel like this has been a really good window given the fact that we brought in the 3 players that we really need to bring in. We also got rid of some of the deadwood. We've got rid of one player that I probably would have preferred to keep and hold on to, but that just creates more of an avenue for like players like Leo Butcher, who's a youth player. His overall 68 currently. I think he's 18, 17. I'm gonna go with 18, and yeah, he can be our third choice CDM. He can play like the cup games, so it's just gonna be McTominay and Benacer kind of rotating. Again, I'm not acting like that's like the finished article in terms of my squad. I know McTominay, he shouldn't be like a second choice CDM, but what can I do? If I got 75 million to spend and the rest of the money I have to make from sales, like we realistically can't have the overhaul that we normally will. And maybe a CDM could come next season, because yeah, next season we'll have a fresh budget, and yeah, hopefully if we do win some trophies, hopefully you guys will be a bit more nice, a bit more kinder to me for next season's transfer budget. But that's about it. I feel like I've waffled a lot. I feel like this video is going to be too long. So what we're going to quickly do now is take a look at the Champions League group stage, because we don't know who we've drawn yet. So in the Champions League, we have another group which we should be blitzing past. I don't know who is doing the draws, but right now, yeah, you can make a fair case that we're kind of rigging it to get a good group. So in Group D, Manchester United, we have Real Sociedad, Club Brugge, and Slavia Praha. So again, we're instant favourites to go through. We might have a few hiccups along the way now that we're on Ultimate, and yeah, there may be a few games where I underestimate the opposition and rotate a bit too much, and certain players are going to let us down. So it's not a foregone conclusion. We have to play every team that's ahead of us. But at the moment, yeah, we're getting easy groups. Right now, I think the hardest group from what I can see is probably... There's no real hard group, you know. I feel like maybe this is the hardest one. Chelsea, Atletico, and Lazio. I feel like the rest, they have 2 sides that should be definitely getting through to the next phase. Or maybe this one, RB Leipzig and Benfica, that can go either way. But yeah, I feel like mine is like the easiest group out of all the big English clubs in this competition. So we should be really grateful that we haven't been given the group of death. In terms of the calendar now, we're going to quickly take a look to see what you should really come to expect in the next episode, or for the next episode I should say. So for the next episode, we should be kicking the episode off against Real Sociedad. I will probably play the West Ham game, so that's the EFL Cup 3rd round, and then we're gonna have Chelsea. So we're gonna play 3 games off camera: Newcastle, Sheffield United, and Leeds United. Not underestimating them, I'm just trying to make the episode make sense. Or we could probably just do Real Sociedad, Leeds, West Ham, and Chelsea. Let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it flows. Definitely looking forward to that next episode. Definitely looking forward to the challenge of Real Sociedad and Chelsea. Let's see where it takes us. But yeah, for now, this is where we're gonna have to leave it at. In terms of the league table, we're sitting at 3rd place. We won 2 of our games. We have a 3rd game to play, which is next against Newcastle. And yeah, we currently have 6 points on the table. Everton, they're 1st with 7 points. Tottenham, they're 2nd with 7 points. Aston Villa, they are 4th with 6 points. And Crystal Palace have 6 points as well. We're not really going to recap the whole table. Maybe we might do a better recap in the next episode, simply because by then we should be like 5, 6, maybe 7 games into the league campaign. And yeah, the table will have a better reflection, simply because yeah, teams are going to drop points. Some teams are just going to run away with it at the start and just be unbeaten for a bit. So yeah, let's just leave everything as it is. I feel like I'm waffling, man. It's my 1st episode back. Be kind to me, man. Be real kind to me. If you made it this far, please remember to smash that like button, sub to the channel if you're new, and also hit the notification bell just so you're notified when I go live, premiere a video, or upload one. In terms of the channel, again, I know I've already said sorry for taking long to upload and stuff like that, and not delivering on false promises. But again, I'd like to thank you guys for showing support through this period. Also, thank you guys for continuing to watch my content, because I've been seeing my watch time still going up, which means people are catching on to the page, like catching on to my content, or some people are going back and watching things that they've missed. Either way, I appreciate the support regardless, and yeah, I am gonna try to be a bit more consistent in the near future. I'm not expecting any random hurdles or obstacles in life, so I should be uploading consistently. Again, be on the lookout for future content such as the FM save. I already mentioned that we got a save coming with Everton, simply because we kind of given up on Everton on FIFA, but there's going to be other teams that I'm going to experiment with. There's other teams I'm currently experimenting with, so again, be on the lookout for that. RemelHD plays, I'm kind of weighing up my options with that, whether I should keep that page and play story-based games on there, or maybe just upload story-based games on here, so the familiar people on my channel already know that I play other games too, and you guys could probably like catch me playing maybe a game like Last of Us or something like that. Again, I don't want to promise anything. I feel like I'm biting off more than I can chew, simply because I feel like I'm behind on the things that I plan to do in terms of the page. But yeah, we're going to try to catch up. We're going to try to remain consistent, and I hope to see you guys for the next episode. Take care for now. Peace.